What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Gambling Lab, brought to you by Bogey Proof, the first Gambling Lab episode of 2022. Gentlemen, Happy New Year. How are we?
Doing fucking good, man. 2022 it started
You
off
ready to
great.
roll?
I'm
You ready to
ready to
hop into a
roll.
golf?
ready to be back, baby. Let's do it.
Little golf, little Hawaii, little primetime TV. Get some ocean vibes. Get some pretty bad outfits out there. You know, it's
yeah.
Kapalua at its finest. We're ready to roll.
yeah.
The little ukuleles. Oh,
It's a little warm up, getting everybody loose, fresh deposits. Let's get loose. Let's have a year,
Yeah, absolutely. Without further ado, TJ, the first weather report of 2022. You're up.
I am fucking pumped, boys. All right. Hawaii, actually, we're when you're out there, all it is 70 degrees, 70, 80 degrees. It's what it's going to be all week. It's going to be high 70s, sunny pretty much every single day. Hawaii, you're on the islands, you're going to have a breeze, right? 8 to 10, could gust to 15, but when you're golfing on the water like that, you should always expect it. So it's around, the golfers will play with it. Course should be fairly soft. I think they had a decent amount of rain in the past, like past couple of weeks. So course has been playing soft, and yeah, from what I see with beautiful course and that playing soft, it's gonna come down to strokes gained off the tee. I think just driving the ball far, just hit it far, hit it close. That's all you can do.
Yeah, you start softening up those crazy, like, the elevation changes and, like, those crazy mounds and slopes. You always see the ball just fucking rumbling, bumbling, tumbling down and whatever. Like, that's gonna be, like, soft and, like, one hop and stops. I mean, I don't know how soft that place gets because the funnest part about watching this tournament for me is, like, but besides the views and all that, which is awesome, especially in, fucking January in New England when it's 20 degrees outside and miserable. Like, it's nice to see an island every once in a while and
Yeah.
some sun. But usually a place so firm, it'll they hit wedges from 90 yards that they only fly 60 in the air, and then it takes down this fucking green and whatever, and like you get some cool shots like that. So as wet as it may be, I hope that there's still some aspect of that. Maybe come Sunday after the wind blows for a few days, maybe dry it out a little bit. But I love Kapalua. I think it's one of the best. It's got one of the best finishing holes, like not like of like true challenge or like a proper test of golf by any means, but just the way you have to like. It's a risk reward. Like they hit these crazy hooking sling shots up the right side to get like on that in two, and it's like no other like nothing else plays that well on TV, right? Like other holes, if it's a good hole and they're hitting a 6-iron to the moon, like yeah, it's a quality golf shot, but I don't know, it just looks like they hit an iron and then we can't see it in the air unless they got the tracer on it, and it's like, all right, sick, but like this one down the mountain, the big slinging hook, you just
Tiger, three-wood driver.
yeah. The Tiger Pro Tracers, the Bubba one, driver, like
Hubba one
like
driver.
that. Like I love that as a finishing hole.
It
Like
rolled.
let's like set the stadium here. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Rolled forever too. But yeah, I think you're gonna see that too. I think it's hole 9. It's a really tough part. I think it's a tough part 4. It's got like undulate. It's like going up a hill, then going down a hill, tucked to the right. I think it's a part 5. I'm not even sure, but some really cool holes other than just 18. I was playing it on I always play it on 2K and just see how it was or how it is, right? And yeah, even the par 3 where it's like you're hitting into the water, you got like the mountains in the background. It's not easy to be put on the left side of the green, but yeah, phenomenal course. I love watching this, and ends at 9:00. I mean,
absolutely.
That might be the best part. Sunday night,
Get
watching
to the end
that,
of a work day.
phenomenal.
Yep. Right out of work, right in front of the TV, watch golf for 3 hours. But yeah, bogey proof.
One of the best tournaments to gamble on too, dude. Just a crapshoot, We'll have no idea who's actually been caring for the last 3 months and who hasn't.
Yeah.
So funny guess.
Gordon hasn't
We're
played.
literally guessing. Everyone's guessing. We're all guessing. They're in Hawaii drinking. Like everyone's like, oh, Justin Thomas. Like I saw an article. Someone was like, oh, he shot 61. Like, yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he was, playing barefoot and boozing too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Drinking my time.
We'll see what happens. I mean, he could shit the bed easily, but I'm overweight.
Yeah.
We got a lot of them.
Historically, though, he plays pretty well here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Him and Xander have like stupid track records here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just, as you guys were saying, like with the undulations at this course and everything, it's so cool seeing all the shot makers actually go out there, like Patty Reed, JT, like Bubba, Tiger.
Shape it out, baby. It's getting weird.
Just yeah.
It's definitely
Just
get
seems
weird
like
kind
they
of course.
like Leishman even too. He moves
Yeah.
the ball a lot. All of them are just it's so cool to watch those shots that they're gonna hit.
Oh yeah, and the other really cool thing is like you get to see him do it inside 100 yards a lot too at this place, with short fours, an extra par 5 I think on the card. Like the fucking like hitting a 70-yard wedge shot, like basically a full flop, or like these cutting, spinning nip things that they do. Like just seeing like them get creative with the wedge and not just kind of hitting like the high and soft one, like stock one out of the rough you see on every other PGA Tour course. Like give me some of that, because that's like where it's like that's where you get guys like you're saying, like the ball shapers, and like that's why Jordan Spieth has such a good track record here when he makes it, and like guys that are creative. It's like very it's exciting to watch. But off of that, who we circling this week on our cards, we'll get into like full DK, like mispricing and lineups and things of that nature after this. But who, like, pick a couple guys who stands out to you this week, whether it's good or bad.
Are you guys like intrigued to see how Phil does this week? Hasn't played this course in like 20, 21 years. Not so much like doing well on any type of gambling, but just to follow Phil.
Yeah.
I don't know,
You
like
gotta-
wearing the sunglasses.
That's epic.
Yeah.
I forgot he was even in this field. Holy shit, he won the
I
PGA
know,
last
me
year.
too.
Yeah.
That was
Because it
me
was the-
about Leishman, Paul. Now I'm making a new
Whoa.
lineup because I need to have Leishman.
Yeah.
But Phil the Thrill, I mean, you always got to watch. He'll do something pretty cool, I'm sure, with the creativity
Something
there and the
stupid.
wedges.
This
He'll
is
do, with the wedge, with all the wedge stuff around there, he'll hit a flop shot from 6 feet from the pin or something.
Yeah.
Like it'll happen.
you're gonna see something that you're just like, why, Phil? This is the type of course he goes out and he shoots like cards
thrill.
11 on one hole on like a par 4 or 5.
And there's no trees either, so he can just like take
Yeah.
ridiculous lines and swing out of his ass and like just do dumb shit, which
Yeah.
he'll do. He's an
was gonna
entertainer at this
I
point.
was gonna say he might have like 4 hybrids in the week in his bag this week or something. Just do something stupid.
Yeah.
2 drivers again, one across the back.
Yeah.
Like,
I think John Rahm is my guy that I'm watching out this week. I'm really curious to see how he does here. I don't know if he's played here. Watching the last couple of years, I know obviously JT does pretty well. Xander does well, but I'm interested to see how John Rahm's game is. I wouldn't be surprised if John Rahm shows off shaping it left and right. I know he's got that nice little cut, but he can shape it too. I'm really interested to see how he plays this course. That'd be cool this week.
yeah, I feel like that's my stock answer for like half the field is like,
Yeah.
I mean, they could have been working the last 3 months and grinding at home and ready to roll and just come out and burn it down, or they could have been, boozing, sitting on the beach, or John's got a young kid doing family stuff, whatever, so it's like
yeah.
it could go either way. And it's I feel like a lot of guys this week, and like obviously they can't all do this, but like half my take towards guys I'm on the fence about, it's like, well, if they care and they've been practicing, probably going to be in the top 5, and if they've been the opposite and like fucking around, like bottom 5, like not in the middle, like I feel like half the field's like hit or miss this week, and then the other half is probably making up the middle pack of that field. But it's interesting. I mean, and then you also add the fact that you got a couple guys don't even have their equipment or didn't get it till today, and it came
Right.
a little damage with our boy Victor Hovland. Got there Wednesday before, didn't get his bag till today, which is Wednesday. So it took a week for him to get his clubs out there, and showed up with a broken driver, like snap shaft, like, got to start over kind of thing. And they don't have full vans out there. They probably have shafts and stuff on site, but not a full van for these guys' specs. And then you got Daniel Berger, who was there for a whole week early, and his clubs never came. So he just hung out on the beach on Maui, which Daniel Berger seems like a guy who probably loved that. But interesting to see what you get out of those two with not being able to, go over there a couple days, hit some balls, take an hour or two break from relaxing and grind a little, but you never know.
Yeah, you called him out, so I'll just go right there. That was the guy we were talking about a little bit pre-podcast, but my fade of the week is going to be Daniel Berger. I never do this, but we're doing it. I don't know. I got a weird feeling about him. I don't think he's going to.
I actually like Daniel.
He gets
Berger this week.
dialed in, man, as you get going. I don't think he's like, I don't know. He's going to be my fade of the week, but the guy I'm looking at the most is, I don't know what it is, but my boy Sanjay, I think, is going to go off this week. I really do.
Sanjay is the guy that I don't see like boozing and on a boat and
right,
shit, like
straight and narrow Sanjay,
yeah.
like Mr.
He's been
Serious,
grinding,
like easy course, pounds the ball, like good short game. Like, I don't know. It sounds like, or decent short game, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, his game. We've seen him at the top of his game, man. And I mean, he can be a mid 9,000s like golfer on DraftKings, for example. And I think he's like, you know, and even with that, he's super cheap. So we'll get to that. But yeah, that's my guy.
I think guy that I'm keeping an eye on, and it's more just to see what's going on, but probably like gonna put him in at least one of my lineups. Like Spieth, he's obviously, you know, good track record here. Creativity off the charts, right? As we talk about that inside 100-yard shit, like that's right up his alley. But he's a guy that played a shit ton of golf last year. He was working on stuff, trying to find it, whatever. Then he had a baby at the end of last year. Like he shut it all the way down after the Ryder Cup, I believe. He didn't play in any of the fall stuff, no CJ Cup, no Zozo, whatever. So that's a guy who hasn't played in probably, like you're saying, probably like 3 months. It's like, has he just been doing family stuff? And this is him shaking the rust off by playing this week. It's going to be his practice, or did he do that last week and he's ready to roll? So that's the guy. And I also think he showed such good form in the last, you know, 6 months of last season and 3 of the 4 majors. Like I got big things for him in 2022, so I want to see if those start now, or you know, I got to figure out when to hop on the wagon of Jordan Spieth. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Paulie, how about you?
To Prev's burger point, I just did a little research there. I feel like he's posted the same number of pictures on his boat
as he has on the range, because DB straight vibing.
Yeah, that's
DB
that's
straight
where Paul
vibing.
was going with that, I
Instagram,
believe.
what people say, like that guy, he takes all those guys fishing. Like he's probably after the rounds each day, he's 100% going fishing. The guy.
But yeah,
You
we're
were
just
going to
sorry
finish
about
that, Paul, with your boat? Was that what you were going to say?
He's posted the same number of pictures as his boat as Bryson has posted Instagrams about his ball speed. So just, you know, I'm just interested, you know, see how that plays out. You know, their mindsets are obviously a little different about the game of golf. But
the beauty of the PGA Tour, bringing everybody together.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious to see how Bryson plays this week, honestly. Like,
I know, me too.
you know,
you have to have exposure on
all this
DraftKings.
stuff with like this 220 ball speed or whatever he's getting off with driver. Like, is he just gonna? I mean, I feel like we say it every single week. Is he gonna drive like 15 of the greens, like 14 of the greens, whatever there are? You know,
think
DJ
about that last
drove one
hole.
of
Like,
them a
what's he
couple
gonna
years
do
ago,
on
right?
that hole?
The one thing about last hole with him is he hits it so damn high. I just want to see him hit a low meat missile, just pissing off the hill and then rolling down like 450 yards.
Like 315.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm fascinated to see that, and hopefully this ESPN Plus coverage, or I don't know what's going on with that. Is this like the first tournament going to be on?
Yeah,
like,
pick it out of the hat. What are we doing this week? Which coverage are we doing?
Yeah, so we got ESPN Plus. Like, how's this coverage going to be?
Peacock?
Like, not Peacock. No. It's
not
on Golf
Peacock,
Channel and ESPN Plus. So
just checking, just making sure.
Like, is it going to be like PGA Tour Live where you can only watch like 3 people, or is it going to be, you know, a full broadcast? No idea.
I think they have both.
Didn't they do the Masters on ESPN Plus? I think they had different groups.
PGA, they do ESPN Plus in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will be like the first like normal event, you know, like a PGA Tour stop, I think.
The no laying up guys said that, and so credit to them if this is right. I have no idea, but they said it's going to be 2 streams at once, where you're going to have a featured group and then you're going to have a general broadcast, like similar to what would be the ESPN Plus morning coverage of a major or whatever you get. Like, obviously not the same names because it's not a major, but like that style of broadcast where they probably follow 3 groups and then throw a couple highlights in if something does.
Yes, that's right.
Out there.
So that sounds like every other Saturday or Sunday watching PGA Tour coverage.
Oh yeah.
You want to say
so they did absolutely nothing.
But hopefully because it's paid, it's less of a commercial shit. Like, because it's a paid subscription, right? ESPN Plus, so there's a little bit more flexibility, hopefully, with.
Right.
Like,
so you're saying hopefully it's better. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, we
can always hope.
First tournament of the year. Got to see how.
We're just seeing the limits they push. You know, we're just gonna
see how much they want to fucking get away with, and what are we gonna do?
They're gonna be like, Justin, you need to, you know, they should let them all rip golf carts one tournament.
Let's get it wild.
The other one,
All right.
I do like Berger though this week, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's
I'm
fair.
also-
No, listen, it's fair. Like I said, pre-podcast, I'm gonna get buried by it, but I'm going with the fate.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm also big on Patty Reed and Cam Smith this week.
That
I
is
have Cam Smith. Yeah.
Really
I
have
don't
no
like
explanation why.
He's the top money mover
I'm
from
just-
the original odds too.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
an
just
animal.
vibing with them.
Is Patty Reed all there though? Didn't he sucked last year?
Patty Reed's never been all
No.
there his whole life, bro.
Yeah.
But-
true,
So-
true.
A guy though in a
True.
similar price range in DFS, I like Kokrak. I think 7,700. I think I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of it's a little girthy, like
It's
reminds
a
me of
mile
Patty.
straight.
Yeah, he hits it far too, doesn't he? Yeah,
Yeah.
pounds it.
Pounds.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's sick to watch in person.
Yeah.
He's that big motherfucker stripes it.
Is-
But yeah, I mean, we like your boy Burnsy too, yeah? Fontaine?
yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like it's all weird because he played really more golf than a lot of people did, even though he had a little injury in the middle, missed 2 weeks, but he played a lot of the wraparound stuff. Like nobody jumps the world golf rankings like Sam Burns did last year. It was
Yeah,
like
it was
150
gross.
something to 11. Like that is unheard of. Like
Yeah, he went off. It was
that's
crazy.
like, a lot of other guys have big leaps and they move up from like 70th to 30th or 70th to even in the 40s, whatever, like getting in that top 50 or going mid 30s to like a top 15. Like 150 is like not even a card, like he was on a medical exemption or something, I think. And then fucking 11th, like now he's like in the conversation come majors for at least the first couple of this year if he keeps it up. He fucking pisses on the ball. He swings so aggressively at it all the
He's
time.
so sick.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch.
He
In a
is so sick.
in a lineup I made,
Gosh.
he's the most expensive salary that I have. I did your Cam Smith and Berger, Paul, but then I threw in a little bit of Tony. I think Tony's going to do well this week. Just try to stay with the long hitters.
I
Big
And-
T, I got no big T, man.
I like Tony.
He's due to. I don't know if this is the week, but because
I don't hate it at all.
This is kind of like a
he's-
Tony course, right? Like
Right.
he plays out in Utah. He free lives
I can
out
see
there. It's
why.
kind of like
I can
that
see why you
vibe.
want him.
he's
I don't
he's
have
due to
him.
have a better year this year too than last year.
Yeah.
Like last year, was kind of for him. Like I feel like he's gonna, ride off that win at Liberty National. I think he's gonna take that and maybe play with a little bit of swagger this
Bro,
this season.
they're all specimen, and this is a specimen course. Like
Yeah.
if they have the swing that week, like okay, see you 23 under. Like
Yeah.
no, it's the bottom line. If Tony's swing is on, like he'll be in third.
I
So,
I also felt that they were disrespecting Brooks in salary this week at 8,500. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I need to get the pricing here because there's some problems I have.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. I mean, it's
I
I
just
don't
like,
know who above him though that you kick out though, Teach. Like I think
I think he deserves to
8,500
probably
but I
be
think
higher
it's-
than Hideki. He should be higher. Him and Hideki should at least flip flop in pricing. I think, but
Yeah.
Hideki
I mean,
is
Hideki
one of my
won his
favorite
Oda.
plays this week, though. However, I think Hideki has played insane at this course his whole career. Last year or some shit, he was terrible. But same,
He's won.
straight and narrow, like same idea. Like not, don't have to worry about him.
Fontaine, I think the pricing might be right, but like it just seems so low. 8,500, he hasn't done anything to be higher than that to be ahead of. I mean, Hovland just won. I mean, Bryson being at 10-2, that's a lot. JT
Yeah.
10-6.
But we got to treat Bryson different now. That's the bottom line. Like we have to because once again, now they put him at a price or say, okay, you have to gamble on that driver. Like, I mean, if he drives the ball well, if he drives the ball well, he'll come in fifth. It's a guarantee, at least or higher. Obviously, when I say fifth, I mean fifth, fourth, third, second, first.
Yeah.
Like
he's gonna either he's one of those guys but he's probably a guy that also he's probably listen, I'm not gonna improve my career by winning the tournament of champions. He's like, I'm trying to peak for April through July. And
right,
get
he's gonna
3
try
pods
some
in the
things out
major.
there.
Yeah,
Like
for 4
now,
pods in the
especially
major.
now that he's won a major. Like he's going to try some things out there now because like he's got now he's in a different category. Like they start to act different, dude. You see it all the time. Like, they just act different after they win the majors. Always, like Brooks did. You know,
pressure comes off.
Brooks turned into like this fucking, you know, Superman after he won all those U.S. Opens.
The coolest guy on the planet. That's what Brooks became.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing with Bryson. So, you know, we're going to see, like, what are we going to see from Bryson on 18 on Thursday? We're going to see him trying to break the world record for farthest drive on a PGA Tour hole. That's what we're going to see.
Can he drive it into that little ravine there? Like,
I was going to say, he might have to go. He might have to go 5-iron.
Don't miss left. That's all I'm saying.
You might try to clear the ravine or something, Paul. Though, you know.
Yeah, that's what.
He might like full on Happy Gilmore, like try to hit it 600 yards. Like
when it goes into the net.
Is there a line like way to the right that he can take like over the ravine, then catch the slope and maybe hit one like 450?
Right. You know he's planning some stupid shit, dude. Like,
You know, do they have to add any like additional like in property out of bounds, like the players for him and all that shit? Like,
there might be.
You know who I thought though, TJ, was a big disrespect. Is Kevin Kisner that bad at golf? Where he's really the mid-price?
I actually didn't know he was in the tournament. $6,000.
He's fucking terrible.
What about Stu too, sitting right next to him?
I got him on a team.
Dude, kids.
Lucas Herbert. Herbert.
But
Lucas Herbert.
I remember Herbs.
You know Lucas Herbert. He hits the ball 6 tons, and he's not that good, but like he could be.
I mean, Higo is not bad. Didn't Higo just get engaged? So he might do well.
Dude, I'm going studs and duds on every team. It's hysterical.
I tell you what, I really like Van Rooyen. The guy made the tour championship. The guy was surging, and I'm 6,100.
He's good. No, he is. You're right. He is pretty good.
Fuck.
Kisner's not bad, huh? I have to take Kisner out for Van Rooyen.
Yeah,
I have 100 left.
I like Van Rooyen.
Jay, you're gonna sell me on Van Rooyen?
Van Rooyen he finished strong
Player
last
guy
year.
fucking KH Lee instead.
No.
Trash.
You're right.
You're better off playing fucking like
Matt Jones,
like Glover.
Dude, if Kisner finishes top 15 at 6,000, it's a smash.
Yeah. Is Lucas Glover
he's that bad? Really?
Yeah, he's as bad as Lucas Glover.
Lucas Glover's not that bad.
Stewie Sink at least hits it further.
Yeah.
Stewie Sink's all the way down there. Huh?
Stu won twice last year. All right.
Well,
anyway,
I think Kai-Hoon Lee is going to be the guy then.
Stu won this thing last year.
I can't believe.
No. They won twice last year.
I could do Damon. I like Damon.
Harris English is the reigning champ. We probably should have hit on that in the beginning, but Harris English is the defending champ, even though he played last year without being a champion. Major asterisks on that.
Oh, that's right.
So actually, I should, I got to go back and listen to our last year's preview episode for this because I gave him shit for that, and I need to hold his ass accountable this week. I said that after the review podcast, I should say, because it was after he won. I was like, if he doesn't win next year, he should not get credit for the win he had the year before. You either get, it's like a double or nothing kind of bet. Like he didn't even deserve to be there. He was a non-champion, won the tournament of champions. Who go figure? Only the PGA Tour.
Only the PGA Tour.
I feel like he's gonna fall off this year, Harris.
You think so?
I think he will.
I think that's
after seeing that fist pump. I sure hope so.
Yeah, it was tough.
You don't need to.
It took him that long to finish off what's his face in the Travelers. I almost killed him. I almost ran under the course myself and strangled him. I went up to the guy. I was like, "Hey, can I play against Kramer? Let's see if we can just let him win or something, dude. Relax. It's the Travelers."
Oh, that was so funny.
Harris is only the PGA Tour though. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother segment. All right. That being said, what's your lineup this week like? Like, who's a must-have? Does anybody else have a fade? I feel like we only got the Burger fade, Any
There's
other
too much
formal
of Joel Damon. That I just have so much of him.
We obviously all fade Kisner too via that.
Yeah, I mean, I just got sold off of Kisner. He finishes top 10. I'm gonna freak out.
Who is I'm fading?
I'm fading Abe Answer.
I'm
Not
not.
happening.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, can we at least like
No.
get have someone near the top that we're gonna fade? Abe Answer can't be
Oh,
up there, is he?
He's 8,100. He's
Oh my
$400.
God, what a joke! What a waste of money that would be. Oh my
Well,
God!
I got him.
He's
So.
Now he's going off.
Shit.
I just don't like Spieth. I don't like him right now.
All right.
I don't think this is
betting.
it.
I have too much fun watching him play. That's so I guess hand up, Spieth takes are biased for the next 4 months until the Masters because I have too much fun watching him play. Like late when he's playing well, that I want him to play well, so I get all fired up.
I should say I don't have high expectations for him this week. That's all.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how
Hopefully
it plays out.
wrong. I do hope so.
It's just a slap around crapshoot course. So anything.
The
problem is though, here's the problem with this tournament. This tournament doesn't mean they're gonna keep doing well, and this tournament just leads to bad gambling habits, because they just do stupid shit. So I have too much of Joel Damon. I don't know why.
If you have any of Joel Damon this week, you have too much of Joel Damon this week.
Yeah, I have too much of him. I definitely.
You gotta take him around like the John Deere or something like that. It's a little.
No, I'm serious. I don't like Cantlay. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
The way he finished that year, you can only go down. You're buying it as high as the stock would ever be right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Has he played any of the fall events?
I don't think so.
He's got nothing on the card. It looks like
nothing. 0 of 0. That's a big fade for me.
Yeah.
I'm out on Cantlay this week. He's gonna win now for sure, but
I think Hovland could be a good pick this week too.
It's a fade.
No. Good pick as in
if he has his club
actually do well. I wouldn't fade him. Maybe Bryson at 10 too.
I was going to go the opposite. I'd be surprised. I mean,
he won with James Hines' driver before.
Here's the thing, though. Yeah, I know he's got the whole
in the top 25. I think
the whole driver thing, but I mean, now he's got his clubs back to some extent, right? Doesn't have the driver.
Yeah.
But I mean, played great at the Hero, won that. He's just vibing. I'm going more so with the guys who are vibing. May not correlate to anything golf,
But how many people have won 3 consecutive starts on the PGA Tour?
Huh.
Tiger probably did it 7 times.
Victor could be the first one.
Honestly, though, it's tough to go off of the fall results because they stopped playing golf for 3 weeks. I know these guys are uber talented, but think about how weird it feels when you don't play for 3 weeks. You know, you got to build up in this game for the most part. I mean, the DJs of the world and the John Rahms they fucking fall out of bed and they flush the golf ball, but some people need to kind of get the reps in and kind of trend. So it's tough to predict. I think Prev said at the beginning of this episode, we're all guessing this week, honestly. We always are. But this week more than most. We got no data to sift through to do any research here.
I know. It's crazy because I love Abe Answer.
Nope, just have him hit it far and let him shape shots.
Abe
does not hit it far
anywhere. He just contends.
Tiger's actually only done it twice.
Wow.
Ball hits it farther than Abe.
Probably.
No.
Definitely.
There's only been 15 people that have ever won 3 times in a row.
Really? Tiger's definitely definitely won.
Tiger's done it twice. Arnold Palmer's done it twice. Ben Hogan's done it twice. Did it twice in 1 year, which is impressive. So he's done it 3 times.
I think Xander's gonna win now, Fontaine.
Huh?
I think Xander wins. I have a Xander or Morikawa ticket plus 500 to win. Paul, is that terrible?
Ooh, I like that.
I know, but I feel like my odds are low. Plus 500.
What are their
if you look at
odds?
The power rankings, those are probably guys
I mean, they're good. They're high, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad, but I put it 500. In.
500's not bad.
No.
I mean, what are some of the?
I'm gonna get somebody lower in there though.
It's JT to win right now, 500.
Yeah, I can look at them.
John Rahm 750.
I'm just gonna start putting in tickets as we fire it up. I think, dude.
No, 500.
I like some sketchy guys this week, man. I really do.
I
you never know. You never know. It's the beauty of Kapalua, and it honestly, to wrap this up and go back to the golf course a little in the event itself, you get some awesome finishes here, like playoffs, like coming down to the 18th. Like you don't get a lot of runaways. Like I feel like I remember the end of this tournament like the last 4 years, and I can't say that about many other PGA Tour events that are not a major. Like even the players the last few years, they've been runaways. Obviously I watched the whole thing, but like this one, it's playoff, a guy shooting 60 on Sunday to chase somebody down and give them 4 holes to make 3 more birdies and shit like that. Like I think the last 3 were all playoff, I think, and then the one before that was Xander or something along those lines. So I'm probably off a little bit, but it always provides an awesome finish. And we talked about the hole earlier, how good it is. Like I just love Kapalua. It's the best way to like be like, hey, golf's coming back soon. Like enjoy this for a week while you're in fucking, if you're north of, whatever, Philadelphia or whatever, I don't know. If you're north of that, it's 20 degrees and fucking miserable across the country right now. It's like, hey, here's some sunshine and some beach and some waves on the TV, and here's an awesome golf course to portray some, it's like got all the big names. I mean, besides Rory, it's probably everybody in the top 10 in the world.
Those have a lot of big
Pretty
names.
close to.
Yeah, like top 15 probably. And you get Phil the Thrill out there too for the first time in 20 years.
Yeah, what's his
Never
world
know.
ranking down to? Like,
You
can't
have
be
to-
that high still.
I want to
No,
be
he was
do
30.
you guys think anybody makes an eagle in the first round? I want to do a special bogey.
Anybody?
Yes.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, who?
For par fours.
You have to guess who?
Oh,
I
you
need
need a player. Oh.
Oh,
geez.
a
I
player.
thought they had an odd for like the field. I was like,
I need a
Bryson.
player.
Yeah,
What's
what-
Bryson's?
Plus 450.
Xander definitely I feel like Xander might make one.
Plus
JT.
500.
Bryson.
JT's plus 450. Ron plus 450.
I don't know the answer to it, but who led the field last year in most Eagles?
It's a good question. Who's
We'll
talented
have to
enough?
look.
John
Joe
Rahm is.
Keenan,
Oh,
'cause
it's got to be some random,
I would say
right?
Bryson. That's my guess, but
Eh,
I don't know how to get that stat quick enough for this. 'cause
Bryson's
it's
probably a
gambling
good.
odds
Bryson's
next
probably a
round.
good bet.
He's going to have the shortest iron in on a few of them. And
Right.
I know it's a par 73. I'm pretty sure it's because there's an extra par 5,
Yeah.
not because they're lacking a par 3. So it's one extra crack for that eagle. And one of the par 4, at least one of the par 4s, probably 3 or 4 of them are drivable if they get the right wind. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out. I mean, do you guys got anything else? I mean, we kind of did the fades and the guys we like. We don't need to do the actual lineups that we put together, but I think I'm get back on the gambling lab with you fellas, and I'm
It's
excited
good
to
to
watch
be
all
back.
Kapalua. It's good to be back.
Yep.
Total Eagles
Yeah.
last
Who's our
year.
winner? We should just do a winner, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Cam
Who's
Davis
winning?
had 20 Eagles last year.
20 Eagles in
Cam-
4 rounds.
Cam Davis.
No, throughout the entire
No,
year.
I say 20.
All last year. All of 2021, Cam Davis had 20.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
that's how many did
Bryson,
Davis?
Bryson had 19, Carlito
playing in
17,
this.
JT and Willie Z, Corey Connors all had 16.
Willie Z, huh? Good for him.
How
Yeah.
elite
Well,
is
he,
that?
like,
Is
pulled out a
that is that bet to make an eagle? Like, stop taking my money.
All right,
Unbelievable.
winners this week. Who you guys putting? If you had to bet, you got one ticket to punch. Who you punching it on?
I'm punching it.
Patty Reed.
I'm actually
Hell yeah.
gonna punch a ticket though.
Oh.
That's the funniest thing.
Value.
John Rahm.
Okay.
Sorry, I so generic, but
Shoffley.
Shoffley. I like that one.
I'm putting
Probably
it
good
in
value with that one too. I like.
Bryson to make an eagle round 1. Look at it.
It's more. I gotta talk myself out of who I want to win and who I think is gonna win because that's 2 different things. But I'm probably gonna go.
Right,
I'm
that's
gonna
the problem.
ride Cam Smith. It's quirky.
Cam
Let
Smith.
the kid get weird.
right,
You know?
his
I'll
vibe.
ride with the fucking iguana salesman or whatever that joke is that they made of what his job would be if he wasn't on the PGA Tour. I'll ride with
Cam Smith plus 130, top 10. Great value.
anything plus for him in the top 10 in a 40-man field. I'll take.
Yeah, it's good value right there.
True. Yeah.
It's
All right.
in.
Hell yeah, love
We're gonna
it.
have
Well,
some fun with this tournament.
a lot of fun. Primetime golf. Everybody get your ESPN Plus subscriptions ready to roll.
Mhm.
It'll be on
8.
Golf Channel probably at like 6.
Yeah,
But-
6 to 10 or Eastern.
Woo!
That's
hell
Golf
yeah.
Channel, I think. And
Hell
it's
yeah.
8 hours of golf with ESPN Plus every single day.
beautiful way to start 2022. Hopefully the coverage doesn't suck, even though it's new. Hopefully they bring something to the table here, and we are off and running, boys, with the gambling lab starting earlier this year in Kapalua.
We'll get some early coverage takes on that Bogey Proof Twitter account.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you'll be there.
Watch
Early.
Old Damon shoots
I'll be
100.
watching. Yeah, tune in if you're looking.
It's gonna be tough. Probably gonna be a tough road. Oh boy.
All right, boys.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.